Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Let's go. Wednesday morning. I want to say good morning to everybody tapping in with us today. So y'all can see we got the Let's Talk morning show. We already do it big, but we got all the monikers and everything up. Thank y'all for rocking out with us. This is another day, another great morning that we could talk some sports. A lot has been going on in the world of football, basketball, even high school, right? So we're going to kind of get into it. I've been getting texts. Uh, people have been texting me out some topics, which is pretty cool. Make sure I can hear. Okay, y'all can hear me, right? Thumbs up. Always like to make sure that y'all can hear me. So let me check real quick. I just want to make sure. Oh, good. We in perfect. We in perfect. Crystal clear. Good morning. There we go. That's how I like it. Listen, it's a lot going on, man. I know, people been texting me, giving me topics and stuff like that. One of the topics that I got today that was a good one. I mean, it's kind of revisiting a old wound, right? We got to talk about this. So, it's still high school basketball season, as you guys know. I'm gonna drop in a video, and we're going to watch this video, and then we're going to come back and have a small discussion about it. That's how we're going to get the day started. That's how we're going to get it started today. I'm gonna go ahead and drop in this video. You guys tell me what you think, and then we're going to come back and talk. That's how we're going to get it. Good morning to everybody. Please share it out. Share it out. We are on Facebook. We are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Again, share it out. Let your people know we having fun, having discussions up here today. But I'm going to drop this in. I'm going to drop this one in. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So here we go. There was another game that was overturned by a basket. It was New Home versus La Pans, and this was down in Texas. As you saw, the bucket was scored, the basket was scored, and they went to the replay and they overturned it. And it's reasons why they overturned it. And I'm wondering if those are some of the reasons that the basket was overturned at Manasquan. We got to talk about it. I know, but this is something that is direct correlation of what we dealt with. So what I'll do is I will send this as well. I'm gonna put this up on the screen, and you guys let me know. They're following the rules. They're following the rules. Um, so let's start off with these. Sorry about that. What? Is there a slow-mo? The ball looks like it was in the hoop when the buzzer goes off. That's for a fact. So yes, there was another buzzer beater. Let me see if I could get to it. I'm gonna try to get to it one more time. We'll get to it one more time, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Here we go. So apparently, I don't have a slow mo. I'm gonna see if I can pull up another angle of it, but it was point 3 or 0.4 seconds left on the clock. So the rule states, let's talk about this rule. Here's the rule. So here's the high school rule, and let me see if I can make it bigger. Hope you guys can see it. Let's go ahead and make this bigger. So here's the rule. It is rule 5-1. All right, here we go. When play resumes with a free throw or throw in 3/10 of a second or less is remaining on the clock, a player may not gain control of the ball and try for a field goal. In that situation, only tap-ins could score. All right, so that's what the rule says. What do you guys think? That's what the rule says. So by the rule, this is what they're going by. This is what classifies whether a basket is good or not. And like I said before, this was one of the questions that I had when everybody was talking about the Manasquan thing. Is the official clock that's on the scoreboard sometimes may not be what they're going by. So here's another instance. This is something that they're going to talk about. It was a replay based on the buzzer and if you see the lights light up, it looked like it was good. But based on the rule, it was no good. So we'll look at it one more time, and you guys will be able to see the scoreboard light up. Talk about right now in the state of Texas. Everybody, this is a biggie. So I got sent this morning. Shout out to Jason Handy for sending that in. And it's a topic of conversation. So let me know what you guys think about that. Topic of conversation. These buzzer beaters in high school, replay, no replay. They had replay. They still overturned it. I mean, I think we got to get this situated. But yeah, so but moving on, man, we could talk about our beloved. Do I want to go there? Now let's talk about this. Let's have a little fun. Hold on. Oh man, we got him coming in. He said, take him to court. Oh man, the court should get it right. What do y'all think, man? The court's going to get it right? I don't know, man. You take it to court. It's high school sports. That's what the court is going to say. Come on, man. What you want us to do? It's coming in from YouTube. But yeah, it's a game winner. It's a game winner. Here's the rulings. They coming out. So, we're watching how this is playing out all across the country. Not just New Jersey. All right, not just New Jersey. So we have a comment coming in. Hector, good morning. Good morning. Here we go. It says, that was good. By the way, two things. High school game in Texas is on their local TV station cable network and YouTube pages. Okay. He's pretty much saying that we should start getting these games on local cable network. I know Texas high school football goes by NCAA rules, not NFHS. If basketball is the same, different national rules. So that was the rule, man. That's what came down. They said they were going by the high school, National Federation High School, whatever. But yeah, that's what they went by, and that's what's happening, man. It's crazy down in Texas right now. They just talked about that. I watched it on Facebook this morning, so I just started reading the comments, and it was, it wasn't as wild as the Camden Manasquan one, maybe for a couple different reasons, but that's what was talked about. A lot goes into the clock start, like the CMD Manasquan game. That's for sure. I mean, it's a lot of technical stuff that goes in behind that. The jokes are flying in. He says, "I love it. Coach should have integrity and give the win to the rightful winner." replay and still got it wrong. It's bad out here. It happens. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Keep them coming. Uh, oh man, keep them coming. So if you're down by 3 and there's 3/10 on the clock, you can't attempt. Oh man, we got them going today. So you guys get to see it. I mean, we said it on this show. It's not going to be the Manasquan wasn't the first. They wasn't going to be the last, and we see it in almost less than 2 full weeks. We see it happen somewhere else. But that's one thing that's out there is the fact that it's human error and there are rules, right? So they do say with 3/10 of a second, you're not supposed to be able to, how fast that is, you're not supposed to be able to gather and shoot, right? So that's one of the things. And I believe Manasquan game might have been 0.6, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, man, I don't make the rules. I just follow them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just follow them sometimes. So, but moving on, man, I got this one. I got this one. Last comment coming in on this. It says, why even inbound with that rule? So pretty much with that rule, they're saying that you could do a tip in, right? You could throw it up to the basket. You could tip it in, something like that. But they're saying you're not, it's not enough time for them to inbound the ball for you to catch it, turn, and shoot. That's one of the, that's what they're saying about this. And, if you really think about it and it's 0.3 seconds, that's really fast. That's really fast if the clock starts exactly on that time, but you're dealing with reaction time from people, from humans that are there, maybe, someone who may be watching but just might not have pushed that button fast enough. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, so moving on, man. I was on Twitter this last night, and as you guys know, free agency has hit. Everybody in the NFC East has, signed some type of free agent or did a re-sign of a player, restructured contracts. So I'm scrolling and I see RG3. If you guys don't follow our RG3 on Twitter, follow him. This is kind of funny. It kind of caught me off guard. But RG3. So this is his reply to Skip Bayless, right? Skip posts all in, comma, my ass. So RG3 says, induct that comment into the Hall of Fame. Man, I every time I read it, I laugh because, sometimes we all forget to use a comma or things like that. And it reads, wow, this is a wild read, right? So he's just stating how important it is to use those commas, man. RG Theory, that was a good comeback. He has some one-liners on on Twitter every now and then. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you go follow RG3, man. He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious on that page to me. But I found that to be funny. That's Skip reaction because, the Eagles are kind of going all in right now. We talked about it right here yesterday. What did the Eagles need? We kept saying it. What did the Eagles need? We wanted to see them get a safety. We wanted them to see, we wanted them to go after specific safeties and players and things like that. And the Eagles did it. They made a signing last night. And we're here. We are here. The Eagles have signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, from, man, I don't even really count. I'm not going to count that. His year in Detroit. Oh, we counting that year, but he's back in Philly right now. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is back in Philly. They Eagles go out, they get their man, they get their pause. Oh, they get their safety that they wanted. And we are hearing more rumblings, right? Of them going out getting additional players. All right. And the Eagles are trying to pull in other players. So we got let me see. Check this out. So it says Giants did good yesterday, but doesn't matter with Jones still at quarterback. So is it true? I'm hearing that the Giants are thinking about releasing him, which I think would be dumb because they just signed him last year. But I'm hearing, I don't know, it may be that may be coming from a burner account. Maybe coming from a burner account. So we're keeping an eye out on the Philadelphia Eagles to see who they are um, targeting next in the free agency market. Like I said before, man, I want to see them definitely go after another safety. I feel like the Eagles need two safeties. They got one, and if they could figure out a deal of some sorts where they can bring in a second safety, I think that would do the Eagles really well. The safety that everybody has their eyes on for the Philadelphia Eagles right now, would be coming over from the Denver Broncos. If we get him signed, if we could get him signed, man, if we can get him signed. Justin Simmons, if you listen and sign the deal, let's go. We need you over here, man. We need Justin Simmons over here with the Philadelphia Eagles. You pair him in the back end with Gardner Johnson. That is a bona fide secondary. Gardner Johnson is going to come down. He's going to be physical in the box. He's not a guy that you could chump or just, take his lunch money. He's definitely going to step up and make sure that he's not going for all that slick talking and all that stuff. Like, he's a player that's a enforcer. And just like we talked about yesterday, having somebody in the back end that's an enforcer, that's a ball hawk, that's something that has some type of skill and some type of credibility back there to make you think twice of throwing the ball or running certain type of plays. That's what the Eagles have been missing, and they need to get that back. Gardner Johnson, when he was with the Eagles, he led them in interceptions from the safety position. He's a guy that knows how to make plays. And give me Justin Simmons. If they could get Justin Simmons, I'm cool. We got an A plus for our off season, and then if they can kind of restructure or extend, Devontae Smith, or restructure. I say restructure Hassan Reddick's contract where he's happy. He's content with a restructure or something like that. I think that would be pretty good. But we just talking, man. I'm trying to get this image off the screen. How do I do it? Oh, I got it off the screen. All right. Trying to get that image off the screen. Sorry about that. But if they could get something like that, and then if they're going to trade Sweat, just go ahead and trade them. Let's get somebody in secondary. I saw something yesterday that said the Eagles may be trying to package, because the Eagles have 9 draft picks. It was something that was saying that the Eagles may try to package their draft picks with Sweat in a trade to Denver for Patrick Surtain Jr. If that happens, that's a good move too. Put Bradbury in there too. Throw him in there too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Eagles making moves, man. Eagles are definitely making moves right now. Are you guys content and happy? Are you guys content and happy with what your team is doing with this offseason so far? I mean, today's the official signing day. I feel like something bit me. It's feeling real good outside. I was outside last night, man. I washed my car, trying to get the wheels right. Y'all know how people act when it get warm. You start vacuuming out your car, the spring cleaning. I was out last night, man. Mosquitoes seem to be out because I got a little bite on the back of my neck. I don't know what is going on, but Justin Simmons seems to be the only name that's clearly mentioned for Philly. Everything else is position-based report, no name. So yeah, I mean Justin Simmons, he's the Eagles. The fans, we know what the Eagles need. You know, a lot of people kind of looking at that Saquon Barkley deal, and you know, we kind of looking at it as some people looking at it as a splash deal. I don't think it's a splash. I think it's a position of need. I mean, when you're pretty much looking at the way the backfield has been over the last couple of years, we haven't had that bell cow, that back that you could just give the ball to since we won the Super Bowl, right? And this was a conversation that I was having with my brother, and I was just saying, like, the last couple of backs that the Eagles have had. I mean, last year I absolutely hated the backfield. I didn't like it at all. And the reason I didn't like it is all the running backs were small. I'm not saying I didn't like them as players. I'm saying as a collective, I didn't like it. I mean, you had DeAndre Swift. He's not the biggest guy. He's not physical. And then your change of pace, quote unquote, that really wasn't a change of pace, was Gainwell. And then you had Boston Scott. Like, what was the change of pace? I think right now with Saquon Barkley and Kenneth Gainwell, that's a true change of pace. That's a true change of pace. So kind of happy to see that. Good morning to everybody in the chat. Good morning, Oliver. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So here we go. Yes, it was 2 of the 3 round picks for Sweat. So I would get that up in a heartbeat. I would have gave that up in a heartbeat. We need players on the back end there. We definitely need players on the back end. Could the Barkley sign and bring Kelsey out of retirement? I don't know, man. I don't think I think he's pretty content. Um, he is pretty content. Let me see if I can bring this up. Let me see. All right, so this is what he had to say. Bring that up real quick. Sorry about that. How do I pause that? All right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys, but here's what Kels had to say. So that was Jason Kelsey pretty much talking about, him being comfortable with being in retirement. So he's not coming back. He is not coming back. Jason Kelsey is not coming back. I wish he would, though. I wish he would running back. He's running back. He still has, some years left in him. So if Saquon is stopped on the 1, is it still automatic tush push? Listen, Jay, man, we got the backfield that could squat, right? We got the quarterback that squats 600. Saquon squats around 600. That's 1,200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? The tush push be even better. You know what I mean? The tush push would be even better. Yes, yes. Um, Tush push would be even better. We'll get an automatic touchdown for sure. They really gonna hate the tush push if they do that. I appreciate it, Mike. All good. Listen, crazy, Mike. I just saw it. I was pulling something up, looking at something, and it came across my timeline. So I said, you know what, we can input this into the program. But yeah, I would love for Jason Kelsey to come back. You know what I mean? I really would love for him to come back. He's a dynamic playmaker on the offensive line. He's and what I mean by dynamic playmaker, he's able to snap. He's able to get around the edge, set the edge for the running backs, get out in front and be a lead blocker. 10, 15 yards down the field. You don't see that with every center in the league. And he's very athletic. So that's what I mean by dynamic from an offensive line standpoint. But yeah, man, thanks everybody in the chat. Listen, I'm going to open up the phone lines. If you guys want to call in, you're welcome to call in. We could kind of sit and have a conversation, have a dialogue. We could talk about some things, everything that's going on here, with what is going on? What is going on with this? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. We could talk about everything that is happening right now. What is going on? Okay, it did pop up. Trying to make sure that this number popped up. If you guys want to call in, you're more than welcome. We can have a dialogue about your team, the Eagles, high school, whatever you guys have in mind. We can have that conversation here this morning. Phone lines are open. So what else could the Eagles do? Are you guys satisfied with your own personal team? I think the Cowboys are kind of they're kind of conceding a little bit to me this season. I'm not saying that they're we're talking about the offseason, right? Just because you get free agents doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win games. But it does help you better that opportunity of winning games. I'll say that. You could get some position of needs. You can get some guys that can come to your team and help, in different areas right now. For the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they're pretty much done offensively. They may get another offensive lineman, even though they restructured a deal and then sign a lineman. I think they'll get one either in the draft or they may sign somebody if it's cap friendly. I think an area of concern right now still is the back end and linebackers for the Philadelphia Eagles. So that's from my team, but I look at the Cowboys, they believe in drafting and developing within. I mean, that works to a certain extent, but when you have an opportunity to get some of the playmakers and some of the people that are able to change the game for you, that's a signing that you may have to think about. It was something that I saw yesterday too. I wanted to talk about. It was I forget who it was in particular, but there was someone who gave this Eagles trade signing. I'm sorry about that. Who gave the Eagles signing a C minus and gave McCaffrey a C for the 49ers. That goes to show you that people really, some people don't really know what they're talking about, right? Saquon Barkley and McCaffrey. Come on, man. Come on. You put those guys on anybody's team, they're going to be better. The only knock on Barkley that people are saying is his health and his, he gets hurt, injured, things like that. But I don't think that's going to stop him at all, man. Yeah, it's one of those things. I can't find it right now, but I'll try to find it. If I can, I'll post it so you guys can see it. I'll post it so you guys can see it. That's for sure. I'm looking at something. Was trying to see if it was in my feed, but it's not. Um, yeah, I can't find it. Can't find it. Nope, can't find it. All right, so one of the last topics I wanted to get to and talk about, man, the Philadelphia. Come on, man. The Philadelphia 76ers. Man, I mean, did you see the game last night? The Sixers and the Knicks. Did you see the game last night? Did anybody watch that game last night? Come on, man. Hey, yo, Sixers, man. Sixers, listen. Listen, man. 106-79. You get beat by the Knicks. 106-79. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? 76ers. What are we doing here? Listen, man, I couldn't even. I was disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted. They are so bad. They are a terrible team. I mean, they started off good. They made the trade. The trade looked okay. You know, man, oh man, I tried to watch that game last night, and it hurt to even watch it. It, oh man, it's just disgusting watching the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's disgusting watching the Philadelphia 76ers, man. They stink. All right, here we go. Sixers. First of all, let me say this. Joel Embiid, do not come back this season. Do not come back this season. I don't care what happens. Do not come back this season. I don't want you to rush back and try to help for the playoffs. It's clear we're not winning with this team. This team that's assembled, we're not winning with them. I know if you come back, you're going to help the team. You're going to put us in a better light, and we're going to be able to win some games and all that stuff. But do not come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Don't even try. Don't come back. I'll say this too. Hey man, we need some guys that could score the rock, man. It's clear. We need guys that could score the rock. Some of these guys are good. They're good fourth, fifth options, but they're not good three, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Like, I hate that I'm even talking about the 76ers right now, to be honest with you. Tobias Harris, you stink. Right now, you're stinking up the joint, man. I mean, Tobias. 2 points. 2 points. This guy made 2 points. Come on, man. 2 points, bro. 2 points. 2. This guy on a max contract and scores 2 points. 2. Yo, 2 points is pathetic, bro. 2 points was pathetic. I mean, what are we doing, Tobias? What are we doing? You play 26 minutes and get 2 points, man. Something got to be done. You know, our leading scorer, Maxi and Oubre, they had 19 and 17. And we got Kyle Lowry. I don't know why we signed this guy, man. He makes my knees hurt watching him play basketball. He gives us we're getting nothing, bro. We're getting nothing from this lineup. Embiid, don't come back. Don't even waste your time, bro. Go ahead, get ready for the offseason. I know you want to do the U.S. national team and all this other stuff. You want to do the Olympics. Go do that. But right now, don't come back. All right? The Sixers stink. They absolutely stink. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. They stink. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to get on, talk to y'all this morning. Again, we are here trying to make this a consistent thing, trying to get better, present some things. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter or X at D2_athletics. Follow us on Facebook at D2 Sports Network, YouTube D2 Sports Network, and on Instagram at D2 Sports Network 1. Make sure you guys tune in, man. I don't know, man. It's a lot going on. I'm about to go, keep my ear to the ESPN, wait to get that chime, and I'm gonna be looking to see who else the Eagles may have signed or who else made a good move. I see what the Las Vegas Raiders are doing. I see what they're doing. They got 2 defensive linemen. They're moving. I see what the Dolphins are doing. This seems like the year everybody's signing their rival, right? Dolphins, they're making moves. So I kind of see some of this going on today. You know what I mean? Floating around. So today the topics was, you got to go back and tap in. Larry, we talked about another buzzer beater overturned in Texas. We got the highlight clips of that playing at the beginning of the video. We were talking about the moves that the Eagles were making. Yesterday we talked about the Eagles needing to sign a safety. They signed one, bring a guy back home. We talked about the Sixers. They absolutely stink right now. They're terrible. And some other things. Here we go. So the floor is open right now for topics of conversation. There was some talk on your high school football about football coaching clinics in the spring. Any word on that? I'm not too sure. I'll have to go back and look at that, Hector. I'm not 100% sure on that. I did see something about some type of high school about some coaching clinic or something. I saw something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Also, if anybody is keeping an eye out for the high school all-star game, the uniforms are about to start in production. We have the list. We're getting ready to start sending a list out. I was kind of waiting to get the location locked down. Right now, we kind of bouncing around. Some things have changed that I thought were going to be solidified, but that's why I never put it out there where we're having an event until I'm 100% sure we're going to have it there. So we'll be out moving around today, try to get that locked in. What else? 7-on-7. We're working on getting a facility for that. We should have that one. And yeah, that's what's going on right now. Oh man, it said the Sixers would probably lose right now. That's funny when you think about it, man. The Sixers absolutely stink right now. I ain't gonna say they that bad, but watching them is pathetic, man. It's absolutely pathetic, man. So, yeah, floor is open. I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes, see if we get any other topics coming in or conversational pieces coming in, and then we're going to We're going to get on up out of here. It's a quick one today. Normally we're on about like an hour and 40 minutes today. I got to hit the road early. We got a lot that we're trying to do. I'm moving. I'm shaking out here. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go to D2 Sports Network and pull that up so I can show you. Yep. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Oh man, what happened? Why is it off center? Interesting. So make sure you guys go to D2 Sports Network. I don't know what's going on with this, y'all. I apologize. But make sure you go to D2 Sports Network. If you haven't already, you can go check out Kevin Emmons' new article on D2 Sports Network. It's highlighting some of the best players from this year. We did did the Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year, different things like that. You can go take a look at that. Yeah, you can go take a look at that. So write-ups, articles, different things like that. Go support the brand, D2 Sports Network. All right. All right, what is going on here, buddy? Trying to get out of here. I'm sorry about that. There we go. I don't know why it took me that long. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's a quick one. I got to get out of here. I got to be out of on the road by 10:30, so I'm gonna get out of here kind of early. Thank you guys for tuning in for a quick show today. Quick topics, quick conversation. I'm back here tomorrow, man. I'm kind of committed to this. I want to see if I could do a week strong and see if I can continue to get better at this and we could continue to get better at topics. But man, enjoy your day. Remember, man, keep those negative people out of your life. Keep that negative energy from around you. Maintain your positive energy, and anything you put your mind to, you could do it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Salute.